Hello, my name is Kyle Hanley.
And I'm Chandler St. George, and our app is called GeoBlasters.
Our app was created using Unity and Visual Studios. The programming language we use to create our scripts is called C Sharp, which is built within the Unity software kit. Some examples of our code include our bullet controller script for both the player and the enemy, the player movement controller script, and the enemy movement controller script.
Our team designed the app, GeoBlasters, to introduce or reintroduce a high school student to the steps of calculating area, perimeter, and volume values for geometric shapes. My team wanted to do this to help any student with an easier and engaging way to learn or relearn those three subjects to build a basic understanding of what they are beginning to study. The app is initially designed for delivery within a Windows environment. By design, a student will have 24/7 access to strengthen their knowledge of geometry. The user will also be prompted with instantaneous feedback whether they get a question correct or incorrect. In our app, you play as an arrow which has to defeat a rectangle by firing a projectile at it 3 times. While dodging the projectiles, the rectangle fires back at you. Then, once the rectangle has been hit 3 times, you will then need to take a test on the 3 subjects. The test will provide you with the formulas needed to solve the problems to come. If you get a question incorrect, the app will go to a game over screen saying you have lost. Though if you get every question correct, the app goes to the win screen.
One problem that occurred during the execution of our app was that the enemy object would break through the colliders surrounding it, allowing the enemy object to move out of the camera's view. This would prohibit the player object controlled by the user of the app from defeating the enemy object. This problem occurred because the parameters of the enemy object's component called rigid body 2D was not set correctly to stop the enemy from breaking through the colliders. Though once the parameters within the rigid body 2D called collision detection was changed from discrete to continuous, the object would stop from moving through the colliders. When we began our app, we did not know how to use Unity or C Sharp, so after the completion, we learned the basics of the two, which if we were to make a second version of our app with the knowledge we have now, we would be able to create our script quicker, which would give us more time to research how to create a more advanced test screen that would give random questions instead of the same questions, which caused the app to only be playable once.